global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Yes, of the truth, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned, and of course, the lead counsel to the indigenous people of Biafra, Saifai Ejiofor Esquire, have also given full details exactly what happened in the courtroom, what they intend to do, or what they have already done. Then, of course, we're going to give you update on the prosecuting counsel. Um, if you notice very well, it was not the regular prosecuting counsel prosecutor that was on set. Another quickly replaced. In a moment, you're going to find out why it is so. But before we do all this and much more, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to information, let us start with what Saifai Ejiofor said. He said, "Good day, Umu Chineke." I take that again. Good day, Ezigbo Umu Chineke. The Honorable Justice Nyako, in his ruling on Onyendu's bail application, refused to grant an immediate bail, but not entirely denied. The court, however, directed that we should return with a fresh application for bail after entertaining an application stating the circumstances under which he left the country in 2017. The court intends to inquire into that circumstance or circumstances before entertaining a fresh application for bail. Therefore, the road is not closed for his bail. There's still hope. However, the application has just been taken and adjourned to the 26th day of May 2022 for ruling. And if the ruling goes in our favor, next week then, Onyendu will go home with us. Furthermore, the court have struck out the 6th amended charge brought against Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu this morning. We will continue to provide you with updates as events unfold, but for now, remain calm and prayerful, Umu Chineke. Thank you all and remain blessed. Ezigbo Umu Chineke. Signed, Saifai Ejiofor Esquire, IPOB's lead counsel as at today. Alright, but let's find out exactly what must have happened that made Labaran not to show up. They said the man refused to show up on court because of, according to Grapevine, because of one or two misunderstanding he had. It was also recalled that that they actually would have preferred it to be low-lying, where there will not be much media hype over the case. The court, according to them, they said that the IPOB media warriors took turn to personally fight against his personality on social media. Okay, that also put pressure on his wife and children and relatives who also stormed the social media. Okay, and but to curtail all these whole issues, he asked the AGF to pressure the judge, according to the information, to maintain at least some sort of decorum in the prosecuting team and defense team, and such that it will not be overhyped, and a few security personnel and of course the defense team, prosecuting team should also be in the courtroom to maintain security. Well, Justice Bitter, it was gathered, declined the request, and since then Labaran have decided to be on a low key, according to the info. But then again, it was also said that he was actually very sick and requested for time for recovery. He was sick, and since today's case has been adjourned, today has already, before he became sick, it was slated for today. So they had to quickly bring in someone in place to educate the educated Labaran, the inability of the Ministry of Justice to prevail on Justice Nyako to maintain some sort of secret trial. Means that a lot is happening at the background. Well, this is all from Chinasa Nworo as copied. All this is coming from Chinasa Nworo as copied. But then, let's not forget the fact that the weather has not been too conducive. So it's possible let's leave the propaganda now. It's possible that Labaran may truly be very sick. Okay, he's a human being. He's not a god. So it's possible that the human factor could come in. So someone else replaced him in the courtroom. Then again, with what Ifeanyi Ejiofor, let's quickly hit back to what the defense team Ifeanyi Ejiofor's got to say. Based on what Ifeanyi Ejiofor is saying, say, look, if all things being equal, all things work out well, they may be looking at Martin Navikoni going home with them next week. That sounds like it sounds different to the ears, but the question is, the defense team, the prosecution team, of course, will not be folding their arms and be watching things. But whatever the case is, it's good to note that Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Michael Zahume, is also not sleeping. Okay, because when those don't forget that the first 15 amended count charge came in, they struck out 7, 8 thereabouts, yes, but this morning another 6 was brought in. Okay, and usually when they bring that 6 amended count charge, it has to go through the defense team as well. They need to also look to peruse through it and see how they can counter it and all. But just there and then, they looked through it, and Binta Yeko looked at it as, look, this is just a case of repetition here, there. This is just wasting of unnecessary time. They just struck it all out. Okay, so we are still back to the old amended charge. All right, then, though they struck out the bill that was applied for by Michael Zahume, Michael Zahume, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, but there's still room because Justice Binta Yako had actually told the defense team that they should go ahead, apply a fresh application because they would love to find out the circumstances surrounding that 2017 movement. Some said he jumped bills, some said he ran for his life, some said army came around his home is Nafaruku. But in all, Justice Binta Yako wants an informed investigation to be carried out to give her the right information on what took place on that day. Remember, if this goes well, okay, if this goes well, that means like what Ifeanyi Ejiofor said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may be going home. Okay, we don't know if eventually he's giving bail. I do know one thing for sure: they may be giving him instructions not to travel out of Nigeria. Possibly, they may even tell him not to leave Abuja. It's possible, or they may say, okay, not to leave Faruku in Abia State, whatever the case is, if it goes well. Now, if it goes south, that means no one prays for it to go south. Honestly, nobody is praying for it to go south, because if you say they're not granting, if the ruling says that they're not granting him bail, then they may likely be looking out for him being moved from DSS detention to Kuje, where he can have interactions with persons and have a better breath of life, have better access to human interactions and all. But everybody is not looking at the plan B. Most most of the people who listened to the court hearing preferred him being released, at least on bail. That way, a lot of sit at home and insecurity going on in the South is would totally cease. If it doesn't cease, at least it will be reduced to a barest minimum. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation. What's your take?